If you're a Christian mom who constantly feels tired, you've tried eating better, you've taken all the supplements, and you've even cut back on caffeine, something still feels off, you need to have a chat about sleep. Sleep is not a luxury, it's not optional, and it's not something you earn once you've done enough throughout the day. Sleep is a biological necessity, and for many Christian moms, it's the most neglected foundation of health. I recently revisited some research from the book Why We Sleep, and it was honestly convicting. Just one night of inadequate sleep can increase insulin resistance, which means your blood sugar becomes harder to regulate, which means more cravings, more crashes, more irritability, and more exhaustion. Sleep deprivation also raises your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and when your cortisol stays elevated, your body stays in survival mode. Survival mode feels like snapping at your kids, brain fog, feeling wired but tired, anxiety for no reason. And here's what really stuck with me. During deep sleep, your brain activates something called the glymphatic system. It's essentially your brain's cleaning system. It clears waste, it detoxifies, it restores. So if you're not getting enough deep sleep, that system doesn't function properly. So if that's you and you feel foggy or emotionally reactive, it might not be a character issue. It might just be sleep As a nutritional
deprivation.
therapy practitioner, I never look at sleep in isolation. Sleep affects so many parts of your daily life: hormones, blood sugar, thyroid function, your immune health, your nervous system, and the reverse is also true. So not only does sleep affect all of those things affect sleep. Blood sugar instability affects sleep, mineral deficiencies affect sleep, chronic stress, as we all are probably aware, affects sleep. It becomes a vicious cycle. Those things just make each other worse. You're exhausted, so you drink more coffee, you skip protein, you stay up for alone time, you scroll, you wake up at 2 a.m., you feel anxious, and then you repeat it, not because you're undisciplined, but because your body is
I'm going to pause here
because I know what a lot of you are probably thinking, because I know what I was thinking when I learned about this. I have babies, I have toddlers. Sleep just isn't possible in that season, and I understand that so deeply because I've been there, and honestly, I'm still there. While we can't control our quantity of sleep most nights, we can do a lot of things to influence the quality of our sleep, and that's what we're really after here in motherhood. Here are a few simple root cause steps that can dramatically improve sleep quality. First, protein and fat at dinner. When you undereat protein, your blood sugar can drop overnight. Your body responds by releasing cortisol to bring glucose back up, and cortisol at 2 a.m. feels like wide awake, anxious, heart racing, but balanced dinners stabilize that. Second, we have minerals. Magnesium is deeply calming to the nervous system. Sodium is often overlooked, especially for moms who are stressed and depleted, but low sodium can contribute to night wakings. Third, coffee timing. If you drink coffee before eating protein, you spike your cortisol early, which dysregulates your circadian rhythm for the whole day. Try protein first, even if it's just a bite, and coffee second. Fourth, light exposure. God designed light and dark rhythms. That means we want bright light in the morning, dim light at night, and blue light, which comes from your phone after sunset, suppresses your melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. Dimming lights and limiting your phone exposure 60 minutes before bedtime can make a drastic difference. And lastly, nervous system wind down. Your body cannot enter deep sleep if it feels unsafe. That's why things like prayer, breathing slowly, turning off your phone because the algorithm just gets wonky at night, those small acts signal safety. Somewhere along the way, we started glorifying exhaustion, especially in motherhood. We say things like, I'll sleep when I'm dead, rest is lazy, I just need to push through. But scripture talks about rest constantly. God created a Sabbath. Jesus withdrew to rest. Psalm 127 says he gives sleep to his beloved. Sleep is not weakness. It is trust. Every night when you close your eyes, you surrender control. You acknowledge that you are not God. That is not laziness. That is humility. If you are constantly exhausted, it may not mean you need another diet. And it may not mean you even need more willpower. It may mean your nervous system is overloaded, your blood sugar is unstable, your minerals are depleted, and your rhythms are misaligned. But the good news, those are addressable. They are not personality flaws, they are foundational imbalances. With you, I created a free guide that walks through the 5 foundations of health from a biblical and root cause perspective. But if you're ready to go deeper and rebuild step by step, my course, Healthy, Holy, and Whole, walks through implementing these foundations and these strategies in a simple and sustainable way that aligns with God's design for motherhood, not in spite of it. And you're allowed to support your body.